Phil, boy, am I glad to see you. You should have seen it. First the nymphs you sent helped me catch Artemis's deer, and then... well, I guess Meg talked to my dad, who talked to Hermes, who lent me his winged sandals so I could get here faster.
Yeah, so I get it, kid. But next time a messenger god comes you a pair of footwear, maybe learn to drive it first. So you could land on the bullseye I put out for you instead of on me.
Huh, oh, sorry Phil. Guess I still have to work on my aim. Meg and I agreed. Until we get the answers we need from the nymphs, there's two ways we should prepare to face Hades. She's gonna follow up on her theory and come up with a strategy to keep Hades from hurting anybody. And I'm gonna make sure I'm ready to fight him in case he does try to hurt someone in the meantime. That means I've gotta scope out his lair. If I have to attack him there, I'll need a strategy. Let's send Hercules to scope out Hades' hideout. Meg, it's so good to see you! I know helping Artemis is important, but next time you're coming on tour with me. I'm so glad I'm back. You said you need Hades punched back into the River of Souls, right? Because I can... Oh, hold your horses, Wonderboy. I'm happy to see you too. More than happy. But this time, punching might not do it. If Hades can escape once, he can do it again. So I think we have to find some way to clip his wings even if he stays free. You mean like depower him so he can't hurt us? It's a good idea, but how are we supposed to do that? Not sure yet. But if the nymphs we've talked to have their rumors straight, I might have a theory. Let's keep them talking. Let's gather intel from the nymphs. Doesn't look like there's a back way up there. If it comes to it, I'll have to hit Hades straight on from the front. That's fine for me. I've got a pretty good track record with being direct. But if Meg and Phil are around... Got it. If this is gonna work, I know exactly what to do. Phil, I know what we need to do to beat Hades. And it starts with you doing 10 sets of 5 headbutts each. I'll spot you.
Wait, what? Since when do you tell me to work out? Did we end up in one of those body-swapping comedies all of a sudden?
Hey, you know I loved Silly Solstice just as much as you did, Phil. But no, this is serious. If things go bad, I'll be kind of busy, so I need you and Meg to be able to defend yourselves. Meg's already warming up.
Oh, is she? Fine, kid. I'll get some reps in. Both because it's a good idea and so your girlfriend doesn't show me up.
Let's send Herc to supervise the training session. Let's send Phil to work out at the training grounds. And let's send Meg to work out in the statue garden. Phew, I haven't done that many laps since that summer back in Sparta. I guess this is what they mean by feeling the burn. Are you sure you're alright, Meg? I've got some Herculate here if you need it. Phil says it's got electrolytes, so... Appreciate the thought, Wonder Boy, but apart from sweating through my workout, Kaizen, I'm fine. And hey, if you tell me I'm better at training than Phil, you could upgrade me to great. What do you say? You know I love you, Meg, but when it comes to exercise, I try not to play favorites.
You what? Saved you from an eternity in a whirlpool full of screaming ghost people? Your atrociousness? With a fishing rod?
No, not that. I'm not talking about... It's like explaining trigonometry to a brick. A dumb brick. What I mean is, you waited so long to save me that Hercules and his pals are halfway through a plan to take me down again.
That kinda sounds more like a statement than a question.
My migraine's getting a migraine. Just go get the pointiest thing you can find so I can stab you with it later. Let's send pain, follow orders.
Well, I just found this really pointy javelin, so I guess I accomplished something today after all. Yay. Not to complain, but having Hades make all my decisions for me isn't as much fun as I remembered. But hey, at least he still doesn't know me and Panic were pretending to be him while he was gone. Which I should not be saying out loud like I just did. Sure, I'll give him the javelin, but I don't need to give him any more reasons to poke me with it.
Phil, I've got a job for you. I know it's clerical, but it's really important, so don't get snippy at me.
Wouldn't dream of it. What are we talking? Something to do with that 20-pound scroll you're dragging around?
Bingo! I asked the nymphs who are spying on Hades to write up witness reports. I need you and Hercules to look them over. Something doesn't add up about what they said, but I can't put my finger on it. I thought with 2 more pair of eyes.
Yeah, I get it. Good call. Just hope their handwriting's better than yours.
Let's send Phil and Hercules to review the reports.
Terrifying spectre of decay, ever-present scent of brimstone, questionable personal politics. Yada yada yada. I mean, that's Hades, alright, but it ain't anything we don't already know.
I'm not so sure. What's this quote about how his tail waved menacingly as he towered over a swarm of lost souls?
Well, it's evocative, sure, but I don't see how... Oh! I think you may be onto something, kid. I gotta go tell Meg. Hades doesn't have a tail! And as a proud tail haver myself, I should know, right?
But then, why did the report say that he did? Who was that witness report from, Phil?
It was one of those second-hand ones. One of the nymphs talking to that sad sack with the liar who escaped from the underworld.
Sad sack with the... Orpheus? You mean the Orpheus? The genius composer who wrote the Argonautica?
Maybe. I talked to the guy for like 30 seconds. Never got his name. What do you know him?
I might have followed his Corinthian tour for 3 months when I was younger and dumber. I have to go. Let's send Meg to ask Zeus some questions at his temple. I knew it! Orpheus was at the Olympus gates playing an acoustic gig with Apollo and the Muses. And yes, I do know his tour dates. The whole emo vibe may not do it for me anymore, but the music is still fantastic. Anyway, Zeus was nice enough to ask Orpheus some questions about his run-in with Hades. Or should I say, Hades, emphasis on the quotes. A lot of things are falling into place for me after that little chat, and I know what to do next. Did you find anything out, Meg? You were talking to my dad for a while in there, and... Shh, Ixnay on the eating questions lay, Wonderboy. If Hades hears what I just heard, our plan is toast. Let's find somewhere out of the way, pretend like we're making eyes at one another, and I'll tell you everything quietly. Oh, okay, sure, let's do that. Let's send Hercules and Meg to talk in the statue garden. So that's the play-by-play. I know it's not exactly your style, but do you think you're up for it? Of course. If he doesn't take the bait, I can always just knock him out. It's a good plan, Meg. A really good plan. I know we're talking about how to take the Lord of the Underworld down a peg, but you sure know how to make a girl blush. Likewise. It's a little too early to be sure, but it seems like the nymphs heard right. I know they can come off all diaphanous at first glance, but underestimate them and you're gonna have a real hard time. No wonder we get along so well. Who knows, we might even be friends. Now that's something I never would have said a few years ago. Finally! You have no idea how much I've been itching for this moment. I am gonna humiliate you in ways you never... Nice try, imp, but we're not gonna fall for that old routine. We've known you're not a real Hades for ages. Say what now? Okay, first, but out. This is between me and Muscle Boy. Second, it's me, Hades. Check out the hair. Hardly. We know who you are and how long you've been impersonating the old pilot light, and we've got receipts. Trying to run a stealth takeover of the underworld while the real Hades is away. Nice plan. Shame it's over. Wait, someone trying to steal my turf on the sly? And they are so good they had Wonder Bread and this crew fooled? No. Change of plans, my little nutmeg. You tell me exactly who's been stealing my act, and maybe I'll let you all leave. Come on! Is it Hecate? It's Hecate, isn't it? That tree-loving freak has always had it out for me. Nice act, Slick, but like I keep telling you, I'll only negotiate with the real Hades. And I'm not convinced you're him. Now, if there were some way you could prove it, like say pitching me one of those ironclad, magical, unbreakable deals. Fine, sure, whatever. You tell me who's been trying to take over the underworld using my face. And you promise not to hurt me or my friends as long as we stay in this kingdom. Deal? Well, I can always bump you idiots off the next time you cross the border, so fine, deal. Who is it? Pain and Panic. And if Pain hadn't forgot about his tale, they'd have pulled it off. Pleasure doing business with you, Hades.
What?
Meg, that was incredible. It went just like you said it would. How did you know it would work? Simple. I knew my mark, and if there's two things I know about Hades, it's that he's got an ego the size of Acropolis, and even if he hates the underworld, he's still insecure about losing it. Kind of a self-hatred thing. So, pretend you think he's someone else while threatening his turf? He'll get so riled up, he'll agree to anything. Whoa! And he did too. You know, I don't think I've ever really seen you at work before today, Meg. It's kind of amazing. Strength is great, but knowing about people, noticing things others don't, that can be really heroic too. Ah, stop it, Wonder Boy. You're gonna give me a narcissist complex. Honestly, I'm just glad Hades can't hurt us right now. Let's welcome Hades.